House Bill number 8632, an act granting Philippine citizenship to Ange Kouame.
And I am happy to sponsor today an act granting Philippine citizenship to Ange Kouame. He is homegrown, Mr. President. He studied here in the Ateneo in high school, grade 12, Mr. President. Talagang homegrown. Hindi katulad ng mga import natin, sila Blatch, pupunta lang dito, tapos magpapa-citizenship, tapos forget na tayo dun sa kanila. Fairness and with apologies to Mr. Blatch or to others. But of course, I don't want the Senate to be accused that we are getting citizens because we want to win championships. We do want to win championships, but we want to do so, get Filipino citizens in principle that, like I said, will add to the fabric of the character of this country. Now, Mr. President, I am proud to sponsor Ange Kouame. I know him personally. He is such a gentleman, a gentle giant, if you will, and he had a Filipino family, a foster family, that took care of him and gave him the values. When you talk to him, sir, he will say, "Thank you po, salamat po," at marunong siyang kumilala. Above all, Mr. Kouame has shown that he really wants to be a citizen, Mr. President. He took time out to study our history. And gentleman Kouame is from Côte d'Ivoire, or Ivory Coast, Mr. President. And as I told him, Mr. Kouame, privilege is citizenship is not a privilege. It's a privilege. It is not a right. You have to earn it. I would not want it said that the Senate granted you citizenship just because we want to use you for basketball. But in fact, Mr. President, everyone I've talked with has talked very highly about this young man. And certainly, he is not only homegrown, he'll be the first homegrown player. 6'11", ang height niya. Already still growing, Mr. President. And he could easily have gone to Europe to play basketball there, or even the NBA, tried his luck there. He has decided to stay here, Mr. President. How I wish Kai Sotto can play here as well, because with two giants like this, sigurado panalo tayo. And even with Kai Sotto alone, alam ko mananalo tayo ng maigi sapagkat Kai Sotto has grown out to be himself. But everyone pursues his dream, Mr. President. And I'm happy that we have Kouame, and one day he will also play with Kai Sotto, hopefully in the Olympics if we qualify. So, Mr. President, I told him citizenship is a privilege and not a right. Kalapit ng pagiging Pilipino ay ang mga karapatan at responsibilidad na maging tapat at totoo sa sagisag ng ating bansa. Ange Kouame has dominated the basketball scene and earned the favor of the Filipino crowd with his commitment and desire to continue living in the Philippines. The 6'11", I say, nakalagay dito 10, pero I know he's 6'11" already, averaged 12.5 points, 11.8 rebounds, 2.9 blocks, and 1.4 assists to lead the Ateneo de Manila University Blue Eagles into a 16-0 sweep and three-peat title conquest in the UAAP Season 82. He was the Rookie of the Year in September in Season 81. In Ateneo, if you don't make the grade, you will be kicked out. And his quality point index is above average, Mr. President. Kaya maraming natanggal sa Ateneo noong nakaraang taon because hindi nakapasa. Ang gusto lang mag-basketball. Si Kouame gustong mag-aral at gamitin yung kanyang pinag-aralan para magamit sa kanyang piniling bansa. He's studying a Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies, Mr. President. For all this, Mr. President, and by the way, all the senators of the committee signed this along with Mr. Marañon, along with Mr. Kouame, they all signed the proposal, Mr. President. I respectfully request our colleagues to approve the citizenship application of Angelo Kouame.
I'm honored to co-sponsor the Senate bill granting Philippine citizenship to Angelo Kouame. His love for the game began when Ange first played street basketball as an escape from the grief of losing his father. In fact, a younger Ange Kouame would more likely be seen playing football since it was the more popular sport in his country. Fortunately, he took advantage of the fact that he was taller than many of his peers and took a shot at making it big in basketball. In preparation for his citizenship, Ange has already trained with members of the Philippine national team, and hopefully we can pass this bill in time for elimination matches of Gilas in late March this year, Mr. President. The national team's head coach, Jong Uichico, describes Kouame as the missing piece for Gilas Pilipinas. Kouame's brilliant playing style is not confined to his scoring and rebounding ability, but extends to his defense, being able to masterfully protect the rim, to block shots, as well as to keep up with smaller and agile guards. Pundits have even praised how Kouame's humility and willingness to listen makes him a great fit for the Gilas Pilipinas program. During the committee hearing, Mr. President, Ange vowed that he would always be present when needed by the Philippine national team. He declared that he would help Gilas Pilipinas beyond his playing days, and he would even start setting down roots since he has many close friends and considers the country his home. Mr. President, Kaku Ange Frank Williams Kouame is primed to make a significant contribution to Philippine basketball. He is ready and able and willing to play for the national team.
My honor to support the granting of Philippine citizenship to Mr. Kaku Ange Frank Williams Kouame. As a student athlete of the Ateneo de Manila University, Mr. Kouame has dominated, Mr. President, obviously dominated the collegiate basketball scene. And believe me, Mr. President, we are in the receiving end in the last UAAP championships, including UP Maroons, Mr. President. When Senator Gordon was flashing all these pictures, nakikita ko, Mr. President, puro UST Tigers yung naka-background at puro mga taga-UST yung malungkot doon sa background. Masakit, Mr. President. More importantly, Mr. President, Mr. Kouame commits himself to helping the country's chances in the 2021 FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers by joining the players of Gilas Pilipinas, as mentioned a while ago by our distinguished colleagues, the country's flag bearer in basketball against the world. Mr. President, ang naturalization po at pagbibigay ng Philippine citizenship kay Kouame, Mr. Kouame, ay tiyak na magpapatingkad ng kulay sa ating bandila at magpapaimbulog ng lipad ng mga Pilipinong atleta. Laban Pilipinas, puso.
Manifest my intent to be a co-sponsor of this measure, which will help Philippine basketball. He also joined the Ateneo Blue Eagles in representing the Philippines in the 2018 William Jones Cup held in New Taipei City, Taiwan, leading the team in rebounds. In multiple games, he helped Ateneo to a very good 5-3 record. Without a doubt, Kouame has proven himself with his dedication to his craft. He continues to his basketball skills to the Philippines. He loves the rabid Filipino basketball fan base. He loves this country. He even has our flag on his Instagram account. Mr. President, in granting Kouame Philippine citizenship, we will definitely bolster our country's chances in several upcoming basketball tournaments, including 2021 FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers But beyond that, we would have a new brother that we can proudly call Filipino. With Senators Angara, Senator Joel Villanueva, Senator Manny Pacquiao, and yours truly, meron na tayong first five with Kouame at the center spot. Kulang na lang natin tournament. Wala tayong masalihan dahil bawal pang mag-basketball. And Senator Gordon and Sir Frank Drilon, baka pwede kayong maging team manager na naming 5.